If you're not familiar with Batman the Animated Series, then I feel sorry for you. In its first few seasons, it is historically the best Batman animated series to have ever been created, and in my opinion, those first few seasons even trump all of the Batman movies. What I like the most about Christmas with the Joker is it's the first time that I got a chance to see the new redesigned Robin. And those times I was following Tim Drake's Robin pretty heavily. I had Robin 2, the Joker's Wild series with the cool holographic covers, collected all of the Cry of the Huntress and the Nightfall comics, so back in the day I was pretty disappointed to find out that they were going to go back to Dick Grayson's Robin.
He could give lessons to Scrooge.
But I guess it makes sense because the series always felt like it was reminiscent of Tim Burton's Batman, so they had room to reintroduce the character.
What are you? I'm Batman.
The reason I bring all this up is after the series became the new Batman adventures, they really started to screw up the characters worse than George Lucas with the fucking green screen. The biggest issue I had with this episode is Robin just shows up. No backstory, no origin, he's just there. Although it's explained 30 episodes later, when you watch the show for the first time it leaves all this room for confusion. I mean, this was only the second episode of the series. But what makes this episode so special isn't the appearance of Robin, it's the first introduction to the Joker who's belting out Jingle Bells Batman smells and flying a Christmas tree right through the fucking Arkham Asylum roof.
Hey! Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost the wheel to the Joker got away.
I mean, this is an iconic, sinister, psychopathic villain, and who would have ever thought in a million years that Mark Hamill was going to do such an amazing job?
They used to kid me because I was the only one who would stand up.
Yes, well, this is all tremendously boring.
They had these little, those separators that you see, like, for musicians, so your sound doesn't bleed into other people's mics. And everybody's sitting down at their little music stand, and I just thought to energize the character, to shake my fist, and I felt I've got to stand up.
Before that, he was playing the Trickster on the Flash series, and even before that, he was motherfucking Luke Skywalker. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kevin Conroy's a great Batman, but he ain't no Jedi. And in this episode, the Joker steals the show. For its time, there was no other animation out there like this. Seeing the scenes of Gotham in the winter is amazing. It's dark, yet somber, and feels great. It gives off this black construction paper look that you don't really see in a lot of animations. I also loved how the Joker always looked menacing, even with his evil smile on his face. I prefer this much more than that atrocious piece of shit that they redesigned for the new Batman adventures. It's almost like they took the Joker and shoved a hot dog right up his ass and it freaked him out so bad that he turned pale white. Seriously, after they tried to revamp the Joker, he looked like an albino shit that you take after you've eaten too much strawberry yogurt. I mean, this should really make you appreciate this episode a lot more, knowing that they would soon redesign all the characters, start writing piss-poor stories, and almost ruin Batman the Animated Series by remaking everything less dark. But anyways, Joker takes over the airwaves by having his very own Christmas special, and he's also sent a giant rampaging Santa Claus tank down the streets of Gotham to celebrate. Actually, it's a pretty entertaining holiday special. The Joker's kidnapped Jim Gordon, Bullock, and some character you really don't care about. I think her name's like Summer Gleason or something.
Money lawful.
Help! Somebody please help!
The Joker could have killed her, and I don't think any of us would have gave a shit about her character. After the introduction to the Joker's captives, it's up to Batman and Robin to stop an 11:30 train from rolling over a bridge.
That was great!
It's pretty hilarious watching the Joker's hand puppet make fun of Summer Gleason's mom being on the train it's about to crash.
Shut, Mommy! My mother's on that train.
Your mother? Well, that's different then.
Yeah! It'll be even more exciting when it crashes.
It's great how they make the Joker out to be a likable character. Even as you're watching Batman and Robin do stuff, it just feels like watching a commercial for the Joker show. But isn't that what the Joker's supposed to be all about? Stealing the show from Batman? When I was younger, some of these episodes were a little scary. The Joker's Jack-in-the-Box kind of scared a little piss out of me. Look at those eyes, they're fucking freaky.
Man, I'm so glad you could join us.
In one scene, the Joker's cannon is running amok chasing Batman, and Robin manages to sneak in past some Joker dummies and shut down the cannon, only to find out that this isn't actually the Joker's hideout at all. The Joker's so confident that he pretty much gives away his location, and when they show up, they have to fight giant nutcracker robots. I mean, seriously, how the fuck did Joker manage to plan all this shit in one night? He must have been working on this plan for years. We got giant nutcracker robots, Joker dummies, Santa tanks, and flying killer planes. Wow, that took a whole lot of fucking planning. What I still to this day cannot get over is Batman pulls out a bat and starts hitting these killer planes, and Robin perhaps says one of the stupidest fucking puns I've ever heard in my fucking life.
They don't call you Batman for nothing.
Holy fucking shitballs, Batman. Why in the fuck did they let him get away with saying that?
They don't call you the Batman for nothing.
So apparently the Joker did all this craziness just to hit Batman in the face with a pie, and instead of an epic battle to the death, the Joker just ends up trying to drop everyone in molten hot boiling shit, and the fight ends with the Joker tripping on a skate. I think one of the best scenes is at the end when the Joker's all curled up in Arkham Asylum.
We now are gay apparel. Fa la 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 la.
After revisiting this Christmas special, it really made me reflect on everything that made this the greatest Batman show ever. Great voice acting, great soundtrack, and really amazing animation. Well, that is until around season 3 when the show started looking like fucking shit.
The ball is snapped. Altieri fades back, looking for an opening.
Hi-ho, couch potatoes. I'm interrupting the toilet bowl to bring you my very special New Year's resolution.
Sometimes I compare the new Batman Adventures to that dingleberry that you just can't seem to shit out of your ass, but you know that you have to shit it out sooner or later, the same way that you'll eventually get curious and end up watching the whole series, even if it doesn't come out right.
Yeah, you big crybaby. Next!
I don't believe it. You know, you could be a little more jolly, St. Nick.
Give me a break, Montoya.
You're not the real Santa Claus.
Sure I am. Want to see my gun? Ow!
My name is Mary McSweeney, Santa. Can you bring my daddy home for Christmas?
Gee, kid, I don't know. Where is your pop?
In prison.
Poor kid. Here, kid. Buy yourself something nice. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Roll up those sleeves.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hysterical.